All right. We're going to do Ask Angels cards today and talk about the energies. Just give me 1 minute while I'm finding this video and getting it set up and shared out. But if you're just finding me, take a second to go ahead and say hi, leave a comment, connect with the energies, especially if you're trying to get cards and things like that. So we're gonna do these Ask Angel cards and talk about some of the energies. We're in that eclipse porthole, which is that 2-week space in between eclipses, but we're also getting ready for the equinox this week. So we're in some big energies in case you guys didn't notice. Just give me 1 minute while I'm finding this video and, like I said, getting it set up and shared out. Make sure you're taking a second to share this out too. That helps you get more cards and things like that. So if you're trying to get a card, just go ahead and leave a comment and make sure you hit the share button. We're kind of coming out of that eclipse, right? That last eclipse. You guys are probably feeling it over the weekend though. Sometimes eclipses bring an energetic and even a cosmic reset. So make sure you guys are hitting that share button. And we'll get started. All right, so just give me 1 sec. Today we have our moon in Scorpio, which is square Pluto, which is in Aquarius, which is helping us to clear outdated stuff on the planet. Okay, on a bigger level, because we deal with Aquarius, sometimes it's collective energy, but because of that moon in Scorpio, it's going to be making you extra intuitive today, extra psychic. Pay attention to things you're picking up on in those downloads. We're also in that eclipse porthole. So we have our solar eclipse, which is coming at us towards the end of the month. We'll say 2 weeks away just to make it easy, but a little less than that, right? So we're in this heightened energy space in between eclipses. We can call that the eclipse gateway or porthole or corridor, and we can expect a lot of high frequency energies. Now this year, these eclipses are interesting because we have the equinox right in the middle of them. So later on this week, we have the equinox, which is going to bring some powerful energies, but we're already feeling that, and we're already in these energies. As we know, we really begin to tap into these energies with the equinox about 3 weeks prior and even 3 weeks, we'll say, after. So we're in a lot of really strong energies right now. This is good for your manifesting, for your healing, things you need to get done. Like with that eclipse, some of you guys might be feeling, and I can see it across the collective, I like to see what's going on. Some of you guys might be feeling kind of like spurts of being tired, but being motivated and like getting things done. But then some people were like, you know, crashing and burning, and I don't know why I'm so tired. And like self-care is needed as we're navigating these high frequency energies, because we have to remember that our bodies are processing this on the energetic level. But this is a good time if you got like the spring cleaning projects. It's not the best time to start new things because we're still in Mercury and Venus retrograde. It's not the time to like start 10 new projects, but maybe if you need to wrap up old stuff like you've been putting off, whatever it is, cleaning out your garage for 6 months, time to clean that garage. Like major like home and like things you need to take care of, energy, self-care, taking care of your energy, resting. But while we're in this space, this 3-week space of Mercury retrograde, I think it is powerful this year, this time, because it's in Aries too, for getting clear on what we want. And I think that we need these like goals, visions, glimpses of the future, what you want to be working on, what you want to be manifesting, and better yet, where you want to be going. Like we're setting the direction for the rest of our lives in this space. No pressure, right? And I think it's helping to get clarity during this time. But we've just started off like this transit, and you might feel a little hazy, like you're like, I don't know where. Like, right? But by the end, I like to think this Mercury retrograde should give you some clarity, whether the next 6 months of your life, the next year, you know, the future, whatever it is. And this helps you to hone in on it so that you can manifest it. So big energies for manifesting. We want to be tapping into the energies of the equinox. They bring a lot of, during this time, we're in a lot of obviously solar, lunar energy. We just had that lunar eclipse. We're gearing up for a solar eclipse, and that's with the equinox too. But we receive a lot of galactic energies and a lot of ascension energies. So a lot of energetic upgrades are happening, which is good for our spiritual awakening, our ascension, seeing things more clear during this time. Okay, I'm going to get on here and just do some cards anyway, but make sure you guys are checking out my website, sparksofdivinelighealing.com. I am an energy healer. I have tons of healings, clearings, and activations on there. I do psychic readings, I do medium readings, and I teach classes like Reiki and Sakan. I have a bunch of stuff up for today. You can do anything in my shop all the time anyway, so I definitely have my equinox stuff up. I have stuff for today up for sure, so I'm doing activations today. I do them every day anyways, but I'm doing special event activations today. I have those up in my shop. I have my stuff up for the equinox, and then I don't have the next eclipse because it's 2 weeks away, so I have all that stuff up. So we just got to handle one shift at a time around here. We're working on the equinox now, right? So we're in this week of the equinox. We get through this and then we move into the next eclipse. That'll kind of help you with navigating these energies. You want to be using them though. They can put you so far ahead with your timelines, making positive shifts, healing, whatever you got kind of going on or coming up. So if you need me, just book me on my website, sparksofdivinelighealing.com. I have all of those, hopefully all of those event activations for today. They're pinned on my video if you're trying to find stuff. And then I have my books pinned on this video too. They should be like read in order, but I have all those links on this video too if you're needing it. So let's get started. We're doing Ask Angel cards. The stars are, I don't believe, maybe they are working today. It might be a miracle. All right, maybe they're working. I see the stars button has been broken for a while. I kept complaining, like it's not funny, but they might be working. If the stars are working, always appreciate if you guys are able to send stars. It looks like it's working, but it's hard to tell. I would love it if it is, right? Because it helps make the videos easier. So if you're able to send stars or sign up to be a supporter or send PayPal donations, it really helps with keeping this page going, especially if you guys are getting something out of this page, because I spend a lot of time working on it for you guys and things like that. So that's an awesome way you guys can give something back. And if the stars are working, I look at those or the supporter badges to try to skip the line. Otherwise it's random, and it really does help when they're working. Okay, so angel cards. These are Ask Angel cards. Let's see. I have Tiffany Hudson. Good morning. Call on your angels. I love this deck. Okay, I know I need some new cards too, but maybe not. Pull out the other ones. I'm thinking I do, but this is one of my favorite decks. You guys notice I like to work with some of the same decks, and this is an amazing deck, and totally one of the best ways that we can get spiritual for spiritual practices, because I feel that it's important to be integrating this down on earth, right, into our everyday lives, is to work with obviously your spirit guides, but to work with your angels. This is powerful. You have angels around you anytime that you need something, you call, whatever it is. Connecting with source, your angels, and your spirit guides is one of the highest forms of spirituality that we can do. So make sure that you're working with your angels. This could be for anything. Maybe you're feeling concerned about your path, or a little worried, or a little scared of something going on. They can help you with easing those kind of like worries, concerns, or fears. Maybe you're trying to manifest something and you're working towards a goal and you need help with it. This is like, or you don't know how something's gonna go and you need some type of clarity or direction, or divine intervention or divine protection, or whatever it is. We can call on our angels for everything, anything, every day. It could be something that you think is silly, like literally I'm gonna make up some bad excuses, I know. Literally every day at work you can't get a parking space, as they say. Like, these are real examples. Literally every day, like maybe calling on your angels and they can help you to get better parking at work. Yes. And it might seem silly to you. Maybe you something more serious, like, you've been through some type of heartbreak, or, and you need help with healing that, or, you're always stressed and worried about X, Y, and Z all the time, and you're sick of being worried about X, Y, and Z, and they can help you with that. And they can help you with so many different blocks, problems, and even if it seems silly to you, they can really, really help you with different things like that. Or, you're worried about, you have a real negative connection in your life and it's affecting you. They can help you to clear that on the karmic level. So we're talking about working with the spiritual realms, and everything happens in the spiritual. So it helps us so much to, whether it's, doing some type of work with the spiritual realms or helping us in some type of way. And this could be healing different issues. So if you're feeling, one of the best ways we can work with our angels is if you're feeling stressed or you're feeling a lack in some area. And I think about this stuff a lot, because I'm always trying to teach you guys. It's hard to like put into words and stuff. So maybe like we could define areas that we feel a lack is if we're not doing great in some of these areas on earth. It could be like, you got everything going on in your life and you're just maybe not feeling so great about one area of your life. And this could be your job, your relationship. It could be, things with whatever, anything, money, whatever it is. And so when we don't feel, we'll say, good in an area, or maybe we're struggling in an area, we can work with our angels to bring us healing or bring healing energies into this area so that we can go from that struggle or lack to excelling and healing these areas and like mastering them and doing good with them. So I think it's important that we are talking with our angels and opening up that connection and strengthening that spiritual connection. And they love to send you messages back. Like, it's not one-sided communication. And I know you guys are seeing those synchronicities, angel numbers, and like little messages and breadcrumbs just for you, whether you're seeing some angel symbolism or you're seeing 1111, 222, 333. And these are much more than number codes, because they are number codes. One of the best ways and easiest ways that our angels can communicate with us is through those number codes, but they have such meaning. I did a call yesterday. I was talking about decoding these number codes. I have a book on it too, on my pinned on my video, but we can decode these for deeper meaning and messages. And this is one easy way that our angels are either trying to get our attention or to send us a message. It could be confirmation or, letting you know something. And like, I remember going through, I could say it wasn't the easiest time in my life, some of this stuff on earth, right? And getting a lot of angel numbers, right? I still do, but I was getting an awful lot of angel numbers and I was spending an awful lot of time reading up on those angel numbers and what they were meaning. And these angel numbers, these reoccurring number codes that we get, they can bring us powerful messages at times that we need them, that are going to be all about your current situation, what lies ahead, what's going on with you, and to help you through navigating your, we call it the earth experience, or to help you in some type of way. So one way our angels love to send messages back, it could be downloads, it could be picking up on things, but one easy way is angel numbers. And I know you guys are seeing an increase of these angel numbers as you're shifting into deeper alignment. Okay, so we have David Curtin. This is something that we've been talking about too, self-love and taking care of yourself. This is so needed. It doesn't matter for you guys that are just, working a lot or just trying to do your everyday life, needing to really pour back into yourself and to take care of yourself, because we're doing earth as we know it, everyday earth, but we're doing a lot more, making this ascension, and the whole planet it's like a roller coaster. You're all on it, whether you realize it or not. So as the earth is going through some of these energy changes and energy shifts, sometimes we're doing a lot more. Like you, I know you guys were kind of probably feeling that, whether you were at your job or just resting or whatever you were doing, you're feeling the energies, like they're getting kind of strong at certain points. And we're navigating things on the energy level too, like throw that in with all your stuff you're doing. And so sometimes I think one of the most important things is how you're taking care of yourself through the day. Like I was saying this morning, like I had an example, like I made sure to I have to take my vitamins, like little things, right? Take my vitamins, make sure I'm saging, make sure I'm, making time for meditation. And it could be little rituals like that you're doing, or daily practices, or things that you need to just take care of yourself on that mind, body, spirit, and even soul level that are helping you, but also really, really, supporting yourself and having your back, like your main character, your story, and you got your back, and you're getting more encouraging to yourself and how you're talking to yourself. This could come down to, your thought process, how you're talking to yourself, or even how you're showing up and taking care of yourself, so that, as we say, you're not kind of frying yourself out, burning yourself out. This is total heart chakra energy though, and doing little things that make you feel good and pour back into yourself that are good for you. So we could say negative things, I'm not going to pick, but negative things that we know aren't good for us, that we put in our body, kind of deplete our energy. But the reverse is also true, because we all know that the little things that you're doing that boost your energy and are really, really helping to heal yourself. And there's so many things that are healing us during this time that we're learning to turn towards too. So this could be as simple as, energy healing, meditation, taking better care of yourself, making better food, how you're spending your downtime, and things like that. Let's do Rose Claire. Good morning. Infinite possibilities. And I love this because I'm into this idea, and I know this is a psychic, right? That there are so many ways things can go. And this is where, and this is something we've been learning, and we're still feeling those eclipse energies. I know you guys are like, we're done with that. But with that Virgo full moon eclipse, which we're now integrating those energies and some of the upgrades, it has taught us the art of letting go, detachment, and surrendering to the universe, because things are working out in your life as they're meant to. And I believe this. I believe that it won't matter some of the things we do, because, you know, if something isn't meant for us, it probably is going to continue to not work out for us. And things that are for us are probably going to constantly reappear or come back into our reality, no matter what, okay? So we have so many infinite possibilities. Like, people think like reality is like a straight line. This is going to happen in this time. And sometimes people love working with me, sometimes not so much, because I'm always like, it's about what you're doing to make things happen and set things in motion in your life. But I believe there are so many potentials. It's not like a straight line of your life. It's like there are multiple realities and multiverse and all different versions of you that could be living the life that you desire. And I think one way that we can navigate or better navigate this experience is to think about, I asked someone this yesterday, what does your dream life look like? Who is this person? What are they doing? What's their job? Are they doing something else? Like, to really, really think about that. And I mean this for everyone, about what does your dream life look like? Like, if you could do anything you wanted, because we most certainly can, especially being guided and assisted by the universe, which can do anything on our behalf. What does that look like? What does that reality look like? You know, how is this person showing up? Who is this person? Like, right? What is your dream reality looking like? Because we have so much possibility, especially with all these high frequency energies coming into the planet that are taking us between dimensions, from the 3 to the 4 and even to the 5. And so this is total up level your life energy. Like, you might have thought your life was not great, like not great in the 3D. I know, right? But then guess what? Spiritual awakening, plot twist, welcome to the 4, welcome to the 5. And we're going to go through these upgrades that are going to help us both on the energy level and getting where we need to be in our life. So a lot of this process in your life, it might look a little messy at times, is to help you get to those levels where you want to be or you should be in your life through doing this work on yourself. So really think about your life in this space of retrograde. I think we're going to anyways. It's like major reflection, going within, seeing where we've been and all the problems so we can let them go and move forward with more clarity and kind of where we want to go, or inner knowing, as they say. So really understanding that there's just so much potential, and a lot of people don't tap into that potential, but this is why we're learning this stuff, so that we can tap into more of our potential. You have so much untapped potential in a good way. Okay, let's see. We have Sylvia Garcia, being of service. And this is like huge too, because I feel this is how we can really level up high. This is why I'm always here, is to help. And I was kind of saying that sometimes we are being guided to really shift to being service of others, whether this is offering help to the people around you. The planet's getting a little messy, if we didn't notice lately. Whether you're being guided to, you know, use your gifts in some type of way to offer support on a bigger level to people around you, or perhaps you're just being guided to be more mindful of the impact that you're having on the people around you in your interactions, right? And, you know, our interactions stay with us forever. And this could be just being a better friend, partner, family member, whatever it is that you're doing, roles in your life, right? Whatever roles you're playing, and just to be more kind, open, and supportive and helpful to the people around you. And this is where the magic happens, by the way, when you're helping other people. And you guys can manifest so much more with 2 people or whatever it is. It could be groups, right? But anyways, this is where the magic happens, when you kind of are manifesting together with people too, or helping them and things like that. This is where like the amazing ideas. I always describe it, because this is meant to be a school, like studying. And, you know, you're in high school and you're going to do your own project, and it's all right. It's homework, right? But when you get together and you get to work with a friend and do it as a team, maybe you guys have better ideas and accomplish something better, hopefully. That's how it is manifesting with other people, whether this is in the context of learning in a relationship or with a friend, or people just coming to you. So sometimes when you guys are doing the work, which I know you guys are, if you're tuning into this video, or you would have flipped it off to go watch like Hulu or whatever people do. So I know you're doing the the work or you wouldn't still be here. For those of you guys doing the work, your energy is changing and you're healing and people are noticing. People are taking notice. And I always think this could be on the unconscious level or the subconscious level where people might be drawn to you and might be asking you for guidance, if you didn't notice. And it could be, you know, friends, family, people around you, they might be having a hard time and just call you like a friend or whatever it is. People will have a habit of finding you when you're in this higher frequency, like you could help them in some type of way. So you might notice that, like this helper energy when you've done the work or you've healed and things like that. People gravitate to you more. So unhealed, well, you know, more triggering and pushing people away. But generally healed, people are more magnetized and drawn to you, and you may or may not understand that. This is what you guys have come here to do. If you are a starseed, a light worker, empath, you have that kind of energy and you have that, I say, as you learn how to heal, you kind of get that healing medicine for others too. So this might be ways that you could be of service. And this is how we really shift into those higher aspects of ourself and of the soul and whatever it is. And it's almost like being a lighthouse for other people that may need it, right? And, you know, just, you'll know. I had someone, I'd spent a long time working with them, and then they told me some beautiful stories, like they, you know, the universe sent them someone to help and it was amazing for them and they did a really good job and, you know, whatever. And then they're like, okay, I'll wait for the next person to find me. And it's not like you go around running around looking for people. It's like the divine will sync you up with people that you could probably help in some type of way. And before everyone's like, well, I don't know about that. You've been through so much real life earth experience that you hold the codes and keys for lessons that you've been through. So it could be like, you know, someone coming to find you and, you know, you've been through that before, you know, you're like, right, you know what to say or whatever it is, you'll know. So just be on the lookout. People might be kind of drawn to you for guidance or help. And this might be part of your path in some type of way to help people. And I feel that when the whole planet gets on that level, from service of self planet to service of others, this is where the beautiful collective transformation will help too. But usually a lot of this work happens individually too. So, and it doesn't even have to be anything big. We talked about like giving advice to your friends, or maybe it's just like, a lot of times as an empath, you can tell when someone's having a bad day. Are you kidding me? They're radiating like 50 feet of grumpiness, right? Jokes aside. And like, you might just notice you're out at the shop and the lady's, you know, doesn't look like she's having a good time. You could always just give her a smile or wave, say something cute, cheer her up. I'm kidding, right? But that could make a big impact on someone's life, or they're kind of miserable at their job. This is just bad example. They're like out in public. They're just the person ringing you up, or they're having a hard day. You could tell maybe they're overwhelmed and there's like 50 people in line being rude, whatever it is. Just being a little bit more kind and nice has a huge ripple effect though. Just to let you know, because that person, you know, maybe you were a little rude and short and snappy. They could have gone home and had a bad time with their own family or whatever. Maybe you were a little bit nicer and it could soften them up and they had a better night because of it. You never know the ripple effect. So sometimes it's just, you know, being a little more mindful and present in your interactions that you're having. And these could be, usually they're interactions we don't want to be doing, like you're at the hardware store, like, you know, you're at the grocery shop, oh God, or, you know, you're doing your errands. We're going to notice there's a lot of service jobs across the collective, right? And things like that. So just being a little bit more kind can have a big impact too. Tanisha, progress. I love this because this is my DNA activation upgrade butterfly card, and this is exactly what we're doing. I'm going to be shocked because I think the month's about to go really fast, and it's like, whoosh, it feels like they're just going. And but especially with the equinox, we're already almost at the end of the month. It's like, okay. And so, but a lot of what we're doing the rest of March with the equinox is activating our light body DNA activations, high frequency light and energy coming in and upgrading. Okay. So we talk about ascension upgrades. I had a weird dream. I can't remember it. I wish I could, but a lot might be happening on the dream level, like where it was like talking about the activation and the changes that we're going through. So we're going through a lot of changes, each person individually with their spiritual awakening. So you begin to awaken, you begin to do the inner work to heal, clear out old density, clear out karma that can make us sick and feel heavy and just miserable and not feel well. You begin to clear that out and you begin to truly activate things, third eye, DNA, right? And detox and heal. And you literally change into like this angelic light being that was probably buried underneath all of the trauma and negativity that we picked up along the way, jokes aside. And so you go through this huge transformation, just like the caterpillar to the butterfly, which we could take, you know, each one, same organism, and they're very different looking their DNA actually changes. We know the caterpillar is the butterfly, okay? But if we were to look at them on the DNA level, they would have much different DNA. The DNA is our blueprint for our design. It's almost like you have this little seed planted inside of you in your DNA that is, encoded to hopefully activate and come online, right? And so when it does, you begin to change. So we're actually going through a huge upgrade. So not to go into it, because I'm not too big on I don't want to say monkey theory when they tell us what we come from that in high school and things like that, but whatever. Okay, we're almost going from like caveman to man, like in this evolutionary jump. So we could say we're going through a really big evolutionary jump as we activate dormant codes of our DNA. And as we're going through this activation process, it's changing us. And a lot of times you guys are really feeling these changes on a personal level because each person is going through this. And some of these changes are being reflected physically in your body and your blueprint changing and coming online and activating your ascension DNA, as I call it. And things are happening in your everyday life where hopefully you're no longer interested in watching the news is trying to insert my jokes. You're no longer interested in things that are terrible for you or, low vibe things. Like some of you guys, your frequency is changing so fast that what you're resonating with is changing and you're finding you're gravitating towards like healthy things, spiritual things, things that teach you or educate you or whatever it is. And you're learning to set aside things aren't really good for you. And it's a gradual process. I always say that you're making shifts, but we see a lot of shifts that are playing out, whether this is in personal relationships or families or whatever it is. You're seeing this across many areas of your life. What is happening since your awakening? You're changing fast. It's like the caterpillar, right? And so we can look at the caterpillar as the 3D and the butterfly as the 5D. And so once you become the butterfly, you probably aren't interested in hanging out with the cat. I don't mean it mean like the caterpillars anymore. And it's not being snobby. It's just like you're in high school and you're not hanging out with kindergartners anymore. But you're noticing you're probably going to gravitate towards other butterflies that are, awake and into the same things because it's going to change, right? And things like this. So this is my turning into the butterfly card and the metamorphosis. And this is today's transformative energies. The energies are helping to do this, to activate our DNA and turn things on and, awaken us more. And I feel that like when they'll say, okay, well, what would make an entire planet wake up like it is? Well, energies coming into the planet and energy shifts. I think we can see a lot has changed in your own life and collectively since, say, 2012 and beyond, where a lot of people are awakening, experiencing a spiritual awakening, healing, transforming. And we see that globally, right? And things like that. But just as our personal, again, I didn't start this, I should stop. But just because our personal awakening can be a little messy at times, so is the planet's awakening, right? And everything kind of serves a purpose. We'll say that you're shedding outdated programs, situations, things no longer serving you, but we're seeing that on a collective level too. I always say just to work on yourself and kind of healing and getting healthier, and that'll help you. So we know that things that are not good for us, I've done a lot of studying of DNA, and I got a good understanding of it. So there's things that aren't good for our DNA that can cause, we can say problems, right? And illness. So I do feel it goes down to that, like when it comes to healing certain things, like karmic energies, stress, toxins, things that aren't good for us. So when we get rid of these things and we begin to really heal, we really become very healthy, right? And on the DNA level, it can activate that DNA and things like that too. So I feel, we'll say, okay, well, what holds people back the most would be karma in our lives, because until we deal with our individual, we'll say souls, karma and baggage, we can't activate our DNA. And this is why a lot of you guys hopefully have been through a spiritual awakening, or you're in an ongoing spiritual awakening. Some people haven't yet. They're gonna, like the whole planet. Yeah. So it's like there's a lot of karmic baggage being sorted out, because I really feel these things are embedded in our DNA, and that when we deal with that, then we can awaken and activate our DNA, right? Because we've been through this karmic cleansing, we got rid of it, and then we can kind of heal and activate. So I feel like we go through a lot of clearing of the karma, whatever it is, and that's like everything imploding in your life that we've all been through, right? Cycles imploding or whatever, things coming out of nowhere. But then there's the awakening, healing, and activation process. And then through the activation process, you begin to transform. You begin to change into your 5D self, from that 3D caterpillar self, right, to this 5D, you know, amazing light being version of yourself. Your higher self is your 5D self, and kind of bringing that online and activating that kind of process. So you might be going through a lot of changes in your life. So some people are like, oh my God, my entire life is imploded. It depends where you're at, right, in the process. You know, my friends and family don't talk to me anymore. I've lost everyone and everything. Or it depends on where you're at in the process that we all go through with the awakening. You know, maybe you're getting guided to heal and fix some things, or, you know, you're not happy with some things, jokes aside. So this is like major spiritual awakening energy. But to remember, through this powerful transformation, you become your 5D self, you bring on your psychic gifts, your abilities, and, you know, you become very switched on, we'll say. Let's see. I got Pam Gilmore, Waterfill of Divine Love. And I love this because connecting with source, and one of the best ways that you can do this is to, obviously through meditation, like at night every night you should be, close your eyes and connect with source, right? Close your eyes and go within and connect with source. But this can bring powerful energies that we need to recharge, to heal, and obviously to help us stay or better connect spiritually. So it's all about going into those, we'll call them spaces, to bring that energy down and to really tap into that energy. So there are things that can disconnect us. We just kind of talked about some of those things, right? You know, negative situations, toxicity, karmic energies. You know, we've all gone through that really disconnected state, right? And things like that, like things like, you know, substances, lifestyle choices, whatever it is. And so we're trying to reconnect and connect more. Like, this is what spirituality is. And one of the best ways that I have found to do that is through raising our vibrational frequency. In these lower frequency states, we tend to attract more lower frequency experiences and situations and people that probably aren't very good for us, right? And when we begin to vibrate higher and to heal ourselves and to, you know, come into alignment, we call it, and vibrate higher, we tend to attract situations, people, and experiences that are more aligned with this higher version of ourselves. But of course, we all had to go there. Like, well, what do you mean coming to Earth in the first place? Right? Coming into these, you know, lower frequencies at the time on the planet. We're really working our way up. Despite how things might look in your life, you're on this path to ascension, and I think everyone is. And I was explaining to someone, even it doesn't matter where people are at, their level of awareness, I feel everyone is being guided to heal and clean up their life during this time. Like, even if it's subtle or gradually, you know, whatever it is in your life, you're just being guided to like work on yourself and work on your life. But this helps you to, you know, raise your frequency up higher. In these higher frequency states, we connect easier, whether it's connecting with your angels, source, spirit guides, whatever it is. We connect with the spiritual more, and then we embody this higher frequency energy. So low frequency, probably tired all the time, depressed, right, lethargic. We get into these higher frequencies. We're in alignment. We're feeling good. We're feeling, you know, in alignment. We have a lot of energy to tap into. It doesn't have to be daily, but a lot of times you're having these creative bursts. You know, you're more switched on. You're not as like in the lower, you're kind of lost and don't know, and you're like seeing what your friends are doing, right? And getting messed up. But in the higher, you're like getting more clarity, you're getting more guidance, you know what to be doing, you know, whether it's rest, making moves, taking care of something in your life, you know, going to do this, whatever it is, you feel more switched on with it too. And so we want to do things that are good for our vibrational frequency. So things like, I hate to say it, miss me, overworking, stress, you know, bad habits, alcohol, all the things that can weigh us down, trauma, unhealed trauma, negative connections, and all this stuff, right, that we haven't resolved. Karma can kind of, you know, weigh us down and make us heavy, we'll say, and not feel good. So when we clear all that energy and we begin to rise up, we feel a lot better. Like we're feeling pretty much happier. You know, this is what's important to me too, like that feeling genuinely happy and like seeing it like in my life and things like that. So feeling happier, feeling more in alignment, feeling better within yourself. And like, this is what spirituality should be helping you to do, to like raise your frequency and learn how to better connect with source and to connect you better and things like that. One way that I've found that we can connect is these healings that I'm doing too, right? Connecting with the energy, because we can think of source as an energy and bringing that in. So sometimes we can get blocked up on the energy level, and this can create issues with our energy that can kind of make us a little more disconnected or whatever it is. When we clear away these, that energy can flow better through us and we can better connect too. So things like meditation, getting out into nature, doing things to raise your frequency, eating better foods, energy healings are one way that we can really, really connect with this energy. Connecting with source for you. So, and then another thing, I'm not going to go too into it because I'm going to skip to the next card. Crown chakra work helps us to connect to. I see Alex C. Okay, download divine love. And this is where we talk about spiritual and energetic downloads. And this is where a lot of people are getting information, like tapping into the universe. I really feel, and it's hard to tell, but these are light codes. There are light codes coming into the planet with these high frequency energies. You carry them within you. So these high frequency energies tend to activate, we call them your light codes and things on the energy level, when these energies come into the planet and react with your energy in your body. But sometimes we can pick up on this information and tap it, and we say connecting with the universe, like, right? And this is for information, and it could be about anything. So a lot of you guys are getting what we call psychic and spiritual downloads, which is like information, where I've learned all this stuff from the universe, right? So we can kind of connect. This could be about something in your life, like we're just going to make up something you didn't know about your job. You're like, I don't know, quit my job, stay, you don't know. And suddenly you're tapping in and, you know, getting directions, right? We could say directions, getting instructions as to what to be doing. Like, no, you're staying at your job and making it better or whatever, right? Whatever it is, you're getting direct information. And a lot of times this is coming from source. I like to think of that energy as source learning to, or source communicating with you. And we're learning to communicate with source for direct guidance and direct information about what to be doing in our life. And this is allowing the universe to kind of, you know, come through you in some type of way. So it could be about anything, you know, you weren't sure about something and suddenly, aha, you're getting an epiphany moment, like a light bulb moment, and you're real clear on what to be doing now, or you're picking up on things. We could say that we can pick up on many things psychically. So this is just like connecting psychically, where you're, you know, seeing things, sensing things, picking up on things. To pay attention to the downloads that you're getting during this time, because one of the good benefits of, I know the eclipse, I like to talk about all the negative side effects, right? Some of the good positive effects of this eclipse is you're picking up on more, you're getting more clarity, especially with all of this like Pluto and Scorpio energy. It's like connecting with the subconscious and deeper levels, or the universe, and getting these epiphany moments, reveals, especially with the equinox. You should be getting a lot of clarity, and the reason why is because the veil between worlds is really open and you're able to better connect with the spiritual. So the next couple of weeks are powerful for spiritual practices, like whether it's like healing, meditation, sitting and connecting with the universe, tapping into things. Sometimes if we want to know about something, one of the best ways to do that is to sit and reflect on it. So I want to know about something in my life or what to be doing. And yeah, I think it's best for personal guidance, but it could be anything. Like maybe you're just wondering what's up with whatever, something over here, and you just want to know. Sit and meditate on it, reflect, see what comes through, ask questions, right? And see what comes back. And this is like communicating with the universe energy. So sometimes when you're, you know, picking up on things, as we could say, this is coming in the form of energetic downloads. So we see a lot of people getting an awful lot of information that was probably buried a real long time ago on planet Earth, and it's coming back online, as we say, and people are tapping into this on a psychic level, and maybe in the astrals of the ether, and kind of bringing it through too. So we're picking up on more and getting individual kind of psychic downloads on things. And this is very common in the 5D, like I was explaining to someone, like on a 5D level, it's very common that you could read people's thoughts, read people's, what they're thinking, what they're feeling, what they're thinking, what's going on with them, things before they'll happen. This could be like, you know, premonition, sensing things before they happen, or seeing things before they happen, learning how to navigate timelines and seeing how your choices can impact your timelines, and like, you know, what not to do things or to do things differently so that you can be on the timelines you want to be on. You could pick up easily like on things with other people, or like things kind of coming through, and whatever it is, you're getting information on things. And this is actually really common in the 5D. Yes, telepathy, picking up on things, reading minds, whatever it is, or just reading energy about situations, being able to tune into like everyone's situation of what's going on. And so sometimes these are also 5D gifts and abilities that are coming online. And we talked about doing the healing work and activating these powerful gifts and abilities and bringing it online. So probably more common than we would think, like in the 5D, that everyone probably has, you know, spiritual gifts that are actually quite powerful and very attuned to the energy and picking up on things. We're going to do John Dixon, crystal clear intentions. We're getting clear. And this is like, think of it like your GPS. So if we're not clear and we just don't know what we want with our life, you're kind of driving around aimlessly. So I like to get my little GPS out and type in where I'm going. All right, this is you setting your intention or your goal or what you're manifesting is like typing it in the GPS. And then you know that if you set a goal or manifestation, this is like you're in your car, you're in your spaceship. That's where you're headed. And if we're not clear, if we don't have goals and put our intentions out, we're not really manifesting anything. We're just kind of driving around aimlessly, right? Wasting gas. So we want to get clear, jokes aside, on what we're manifesting. This is staying focused on our goals, what we're working towards, what we want, anything in the universe. And so I like to do a lot of work with people, telling them to get clarity. And I remember having a conversation yesterday. I was saying this helps you to stay in a more positive state. Like when you have goals and purpose and like things you're working towards and those manifestations, it helps you to stay positive too, because you know that this is what you're working on until it happens, right? And so you want to get really like aligned with these manifestations. This is my Archer energy. It's my Sagittarius energy. But also getting very clear of what you want to be like having come through or work on and manifesting, because this can take work with what you're putting out there. And if you don't know, well, welcome to the 3D of your subconscious just giving you whatever that you probably don't want, right? And because we're manifesting what we think about. So the benefit of having these goals and manifestations is we probably focus on them and we bring them through manifestation. And so, you know, when we're just, you know, having about a zillion thoughts a day, we're going to be manifesting our dominant thoughts and what we're focused on. And that can work, we know. But it gets better when you can like stay focused on these like little goals or things you want or whatever you're bringing through. This could be anything, a vision of your life, who you want to be, material manifestation, spiritual manifestation, anything. It could be anything from like your dream partner to your dream car to, you know, spiritual gifts and abilities, anything, like whatever it is. You want to go on a holiday somewhere, bucket list. Like if you guys are looking for ideas though, this will help. Okay, we're going to do Shauna Z. Synchronicity. We had a big talk about this because I love it with the numbers swirling around. And that's because we have so many numbers in our universe due to, like, you have a number on your house, you got a phone number, you're driving around, license plate number, whatever. This is one way that the universe can send us messages, but to know, let us know we're on the right path. Look at them also as confirmation. So I'm not going to go too into the angel number spiel, but synchronicity is like, nothing is coincidence. Everything in your life is happening as it should and being orchestrated. And synchronicity can represent, obviously I said alignment, but it's like a little wink from the universe. It's like a little love note. It's confirmation letting you know that, you know, you're where you should be. And this could be anything from like you were thinking about someone, they called you, to they pop up, to, you know, seeing little sign and message. You know, you were thinking about moving to Kansas. I know it's a really bad example with me, but you were thinking about moving to Kansas, but you didn't really know because you got stuff going on in wherever, Arkansas, wherever you live. And you are suddenly seeing can't move to Kansas signs on billboards going to work. Kansas looks like a great place on your television and you're seeing it everywhere. And this is just one example of something. So it could be like, you know, you're really thinking about you want to go on holiday and you want to go to Japan and suddenly you're seeing Japanese stuff everywhere. Like you get a flyer in the mail, you know, you're getting like Japan ticket, you know, offers in your email. The universe works in mysterious ways. That's all I'm getting at. And we'll always want to help you and support you with your journey, what you want to be doing and what you want to be working on. So sometimes when we went back to that last card of setting the destination, if it was that trip to Japan and you put it out there, you're going, you just don't know how. You don't know if you can get time off from work, you got all this stuff. All right. but you're going one day. It's on your bucket list. And suddenly, oh my God, your work is sending you there next month. You're like, and it just opened up something, right? And so sometimes you don't always have to know. You just decide you want something, or you want to experience something, or you want to go somewhere. Well, guess what? Your job is sending you there for a month. And you're like, okay. And so sometimes what setting that destination is powerful because it allows the universe to work its magic. And, maybe you decided you were going to go to Japan and you've had it on your bucket list for 20 years, and the universe might give you a little nudge. like your boss comes into your office and, hey, you're going to Japan, right? Or whatever. And these are just examples of how the universe loves to work on our behalf in mysterious kind of ways too, opening up things. That goes for areas of your life that you might not have known you needed or wanted, and things happening on your behalf because the universe kind of knows what you need or what will help you in some type of way. But this is like synchronicity. It can happen in any type of way. And a lot of times people love to, through logic, dismiss these signs, messages, and synchronicity, or not notice them, or whatever it is. But there's so much magic happening, not only behind the scenes, but for you in your everyday life. And sometimes you can see that through the signs, symbolism, and message that the universe is using to communicate with you, because it might be giving you those downloads, but you didn't get them. And well, it depends on where you're at with it, but it's showing you signs loud and clear and things like that too. So it could be something simple like, you wanted to buy a new pet and you didn't know. Now you're seeing like cute dog videos all over your YouTube, like pop up everywhere and things like that. And it's like the universe does have an algorithm, just like your Insta feed or your Facebook feed. If you watch 100 dog videos, that's all they're going to show you. The universe works like that too, with that algorithm. And when you focus on something that you desire, you want, you align with it, you begin to attract and bring these experiences into your life. So one of the best ways that we can manifest and to create is to align with what we want and to figure out what we want in this space. Welcome to retrograde. We're doing that anyways. Expect a lot of powerful upgrades that are going to help you with your spiritual awakening and kind of help wake you up a little bit more. And so lots of powerful energies coming at us this month. I like to think March is one of the highest frequency months. Like it's very high with the solars too, and things kind of coming back alive and coming back online. So a lot of positive energies we can be tapping into. My advice, get clear whether you're making a bucket list or a manifesting list, kind of one and the same. Okay, I'm going. Have a beautiful day. If you guys need me, make sure you're booking me on my website, sparksofdivinelightshealing.com. Have a beautiful day. I have some activations and healings pinned on my video for today, but I'm going to be around doing energy work if you need me all day. Great day to find me. Have a beautiful, we'll say, rest of your day.